Not working. Headphones are not working for this reason. We'll give them a second. All right, what did I miss on the posts? Good there. How about this one? Good. Hold on, guys. We'll be ready to go in just a couple minutes. Everything kind of closed right at the end there, so not everything. There's still hockey left, but a lot of things moved right at the end there. I think I'm caught up. Chad, I've got you on Woodson. West was claimed on the post just like 2 minutes ago. But if you want Woodson for 3, I've got you on Woodson. Warner and West were claimed by Ray. Be great if I could get my headphones to work. Is this thing telling me that they're not charged? I swear. Means I'm gonna have to go 20 minutes without headphones. Or more. Torture. Doesn't make any sense. Yep, got you, Chad, on Woodson, Rob Woodson. So just to Marcus Ware left there as a solo. We're closed here, closed here. There are 3 spots left. East Coast 2 box licensed. Three spots left in the East Coast. This is the brand new series. We haven't started yet. We have 10 boxes here. The other 10 are coming Friday. So by Monday, when we do it again, we'll have 18 to draw from instead of just 10 or 8. Did I take everything out of this? No, I didn't. Who did I miss? Clayton Keller's gone. I'll read off names here in a second, guys. I'm going to run these randoms on the full size in a second, too. I'm just waiting for people to roll in. These are just the order that you claimed them. So I'll grab these random and then we'll resort them after. So don't pay attention to those teams yet. Keller, Gunther, Olmark. Linus is still in there. Dylan's still in there. Ricky Barkov. Okay. So three-way would be 32 to 27 is 5. That's correct. Okay. Welcome in, everyone. Sorry, just everything kind of closed there at the end. A lot of stuff did, so making sure we're all good. DeMarcus Ware is available in the Hall of Fame jersey for $3. That's the last one left. I will likely read these off quickly since it closed right before. I won't read these off since this was closed earlier and randoms were posted earlier. But 3 left in hockey to close this. There'll be 5 solos as well for just 12. We're back down to 24 per claim instead of 32. It never got too high, but still back down to the lower side. It's just there's a lot of claims if we go pick one random one instead of random 2. So there's 27 claims. Makes it a little harder, but we'll get there. Tim has Seattle for sale and Radke, and Jason, I believe, has Arizona for sale. It might be up for just trade. He can answer that, but Seattle, Arizona likely up. Okay, since we have people rolling in, I'll wait a couple more minutes to roll these just in case people aren't here yet. The notifications on Facebook slowed down. I didn't know that it closed like 8 minutes earlier. I would have done it right at the end there. John, you want Seattle from Tim in Radke? Oops, I don't know why it does that. Okay, gotcha. So Tim, both your spots sold. I don't know if you're here watching live, Tim. I think you paid as if they were going to sell, and then you'd take care of it after, if so. But you're covered. I'm just going to make a note here on that one that I'm marking off. So Jason, if you still want to sell Arizona, you can do that now. We can talk about it when we get there. Okay. 15 here. Let's roll Cooper Cup. Gotcha. Let's roll these randoms. So full size, this gives you time to talk about trading, selling if you want to. I'll do it opposite, so you're going to stay on your line like we would if we were doing it on Facebook. I'll paste here, and then I'll resort so you see who you have. Let's go over here for Big Al's 4-box full-size random teams. Should be 30 on there. There is 7 times. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Kansas City on top, Dallas on bottom. We will paste them here. Scorching had Kansas City. Brian W. had Dallas. Let's sort them and make sure they're in the same spots. Dallas going to Brian. Kansas City Scorching. I also saw Greg had Seattle. That's still there. So it was right next to the top or the bottom. These are your teams. If you want me to read them now so you guys know who you have, or you can zoom in and look at it, you're welcome to trade or sell or buy or whatever you want. But that way we can get rolling the other stuff. I'm patiently charging my headphones. Saints up in Big Al's. Okay, Saints are up in the 4-box. If anyone else has them, you can chat it up. We won't get there for a little bit, so let's do this. Let's read off names that are left in East Coast. That'll be our second break today. We'll do Juiced Baseball first, then East Coast, and then Hall of Fame. So let's see if we can knock these 3 out. There's 3 spots left at 24 each. I swear, my laptop from when I was at work when I was trying to fill these out. Okay, let me read off the teams that are left. Adrian Kempe, Andre Vasilevsky, Andrew Mangiapane, back in the new series. We just pulled them last series, but that's several guys we pulled back-to-back series. Anthony Stolarz, Boone Jenner, Brandon Hagel, Chris Kreider, Cole Perfetti, Dakota Joshua, Felix Potvin, Gabriel Velarde. These are new names for me, some of these, so forgive me if I say them wrong. Isaac Howard, Ivan Barbashev, Jaden Schwartz, Jake Sanderson, Jacob Dobish back in, Jamie Benn, Jamie Drysdale, Joel Eriksson Ek. We haven't seen him in a few series. Jordan Kyrou, Lawson Krause. We had 2 Utah guys claimed. There's a third. I think the Gunther is a Mammoth logo. The other ones are Utah. They're all great. Mike Modano back. I like that one. Mike Richter there. We haven't had him in a little bit. Rangers is cool. Miro Heiskanen, Nick Foligno, Andre Palat, Owen Tippett, Robert Thomas back, Rupe Hintz, Ryan O'Reilly, Sam Montembeault, it's the goalie, one of the goalies for the Canadians. Sebastian Aho, Seth Jarvis just did a new signing. I think he's had a few signings though. Simone Nemec and Theo Fleury. Dave Drysdale available. He is Jamie Drysdale, Flyers Fanatics. If you want Drysdale, I'll put him on your name. That'll get us 2 away. Bounty's back to just regular bounty. We got to get this dang vote right once, and then we can change it to something else. I almost changed it anyways, but I feel like that's a disgrace to not let you earn it first. So I'll put you down for Drysdale, Dave. If you don't want it, let me know, please. I've got a Drysdale on my PC too. Who's the other guy on Philly that I wanted for a while that I finally Michkov or whatever his name is. And then the guessing game, guys, is guess a player that's won a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. I'm not saying whether they won more Super Bowls or less. They just had to at least win one with 2 different teams. Multiple Super Bowls with multiple different teams. So 2 left in hockey to close this. I'd like to get that closed before we get started because there's going to be 5 $12 solos, so some cheap solos. But I want to run the randoms there before we do that. And then again, DeMarcus Ware is our final random or solo in the Gold Rush Multisport Hall of Fame jersey for $3. Welcome in. Welcome. And then we'll get rolling here. Jason, if you're here, I don't know if I saw you. I'm pretty sure you wanted to sell Arizona or trade, so just let me know. Happy Wednesday. So it is looking like this weekend's breaks will look a little different. Whether I'm doing it from a different location or whether we're changing up the way we're doing it, something will be a little different no matter what. I'll figure it out tomorrow morning or tonight and kind of make a post about it or let you know. We should still be able to do everything but like a live fill 2 boxer for Big L's. So jerseys and Fire Factory should still be a go. Okay, we'll get rolling with the Juice Baseball in 1 second. I'm going to read through these names on hockey one more time. There's 2 names left to close us, and then the rest will be solos and randoms. New series, guys. Gretzky is our only locked community hit. So if Gretzky hits, you'll want to be on that break for a chance. We'll random all the names that are available, and whoever lands, whatever name it lands on, if you own them, you win Gretzky. One more time going through these names to try to get 2 more claims. We've got Adrian Kempe, Andre Vasilevsky, Andre Mangiapane, Anthony Stolars, Boone Jenner, Brandon Hagel, Chris Kreider, Cole Perfetti, Dakota Joshua. You guys can also ask me to see if there's certain teams available like we've done in the past, and I can look those up for you. Felix Potvin, Gabriel Velarde, Isaac Howard, Ivan Barbashev, Jaden Schwartz, Jake Sanderson, Jacob Dobish, Jamie Benn, Joel Eriksson Ek, Jordan Kyrou, Lawson Krause, Mike Modano, Mike Richter, Miro Heiskanen, Nick Foligno, Andre Palat, Owen Tippett, Robert Thomas, Rupe Hintz, Ryan O'Reilly, Sam Montembeault, I don't know if it's Bo or Balt, Sebastian Aho, Seth Jarvis, Simone Nemec, and Theo Fleury. So 2 left in the hockey to close this, and then we'll random off. And this is the most claims we'll have all series, and they just kind of slowly dry up as we go down to when we get into the teens for claims. But we've got 27 claims. Could have done 29 claims if we wanted to, but we'll do 5 solos. Okay, what I'm going to do is we'll get started with baseball. We'll come back and we'll fill this right after baseball, but might as well move on to the next item. We'll do this, then hockey, then Gold Rush Multisport, then Racky, then Big L's, then some live fills. Good guess. A bunch of guesses here. Gronk, Dion, Bill Romanowski, Manning, Shannon Sharp, Gronk, Suggs, Sanders, Manning, Tom Brady. Just you have to guess a player that won a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. Okay, I'm going to read off the claims. I'll skip the random since you guys already know who you have based on the picture. As always, if you want me to read your line, I'm happy to do it. Just say, hey, tell me what my randoms are. Greg, you had Deion Sanders, Jonathan R., Ken Griffey Jr., Steve, Mickey Mantle, Greg Carter, President Carter, Jimmy Carter. Connor, you had Aaron Judge, Nick, Vlad Jr., Brian, the Sandlot Ball, Christy DiMaggio, Craig Rosentrout, Brad, Ted Williams, and Koufax. Tim, the Stars ball, 1980, 1998, 99 maybe? Or 2008, 2009, I don't know what year it is. And I didn't do the year on there, so. Larry A., De La Cruz, Charlie Skeens, I think it's 2008, 2009, something like that. Christy, Aaron, Hank Aaron, Larry V., Sheen, Chad Boggs, Brian W., Electra, Carmen Electra, and Scorching Ryan. This is our juiced series. There's 8 balls in there, which means there's multiple different sports and actors or actresses, it looks like, boxing, stuff like that. So let's get a box number. We'll open this up. We'll close the pull, and the guess is when we get to our first football item, which will be Radkey. If this happens to be football, it'll count towards it. But that's why we're going to do this 1/3 after hockey. Let's do this. I'll get my headphones going soon. If you're just joining, 2 left in hockey to close us. Once we get those 2 closed, we can random the 32 solos. There'll be 5 solos after that'll be available for $12 a piece. But let's, instead of waiting around for that, let's do our baseballs. '26 GR Jab, juiced autograph baseball, my assumption. So likely 4 and 4. So we'll do 1, 2 at front, 3, 4 and back, and then same 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll number them all, and then we'll roll the dice, and then we'll number them as we're grabbing the one we want. So let's do this. Hey, so there's that 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 on the bottom. Let's get a box number first, and then we'll number them as we pull them out. Here's our 8-sided die. Everything counts as they need to. Okay, here we go. Can't get a roll wrong. One of the rare times. That almost got stuck. Oh, that's easy. First one I pull out. Box 1's what we're opening. I'll number 2 through 8, and then I'll put them back, and we'll save them for next week. Box 1. This is box 1. Front left. We'll put that down. These are bags, so I got to do stickers, not pen. Give me a second to do it. 2, somewhere on the ball, I guess. I think this side would be better, but we'll just do the side that's showing. 3, 4, 5, closest to me. I can't stand these stickers. 6 to the right, 7 back, 8 back right. So you can see the numbers on those. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. All right. Start with our baseball. I'll take O'Reilly and East Coast if still up. It is, Jake. We need 2 to close this at 24 each, so that'll get us 1 closer. Thanks, Jake. Ryan O'Reilly. Let me take him out. So 1 more spot in hockey will close this, and then we'll be down to 5 $12 solos, which we'll run as soon as it fills up. Well, let's start with the baseball. Good luck, all. I didn't put a number on this one, but this was the first one, box 1. I really enjoy the juice balls. I know a lot of you guys, not a lot, some of you like just plain baseball, which I get it. It is a baseball. Scorching will close us with Madonna. That's a good choice, too. Okay, so I'll run the randoms right after this. We'll see the solos are, get those claimed, and then we'll roll. Mike Madonna. Mike Madonna for Scorching. Thanks, Ray. Thanks, Jake. Got you guys on those. So that puts us at 27 claims. Should be 32 randoms. It is. Okay, perfect. So the only thing open is those 5 solos and then the 1 solo on the Hall of Fame jersey, which is DeMarcus Ware. So we'll get there. Okay, I already cut this. I forget. I can't stand it. They're very sturdy, but you got to get. Awesome, Thomas. Sounds good. Oh, went the wrong way. I just saw that name. Oh, did you guys see that? Was the name facing me? Oh, did you guys see it? Sorry if you did. I saw it, that's for sure. Good grief. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. Maybe I pulled it away before anyone else could see it, but great way to start. I've watched a few of these cases, and there's been like several big balls in each case. We're starting with one big one. These have been great. I should have bought 2 cases. I probably still can. We just go through them so slow that I don't really want to buy a ton of them. That's a big time hit to start us out. Good grief. Jonathan sees it. Mike Trout. I don't know if you guys saw the... I need to go back and look at the video. Was it facing this way when I took it out? Usually it's on the backside, or did I just screw that up? Wow. Mike Trout had to have been claimed. I did, Thomas. Yep, it's on its way. Who had Trout? I know it was claimed. Craig. He said, that's me. Craig, that's a big ball, man. Mike Trout. This is only the second Trout item I've ever pulled, I think. The other one was a photo from a Gold Rush series. It was him robbing a home run ball, and that thing was worth hundreds of dollars. Wowza. Craig, great hit. Great start to the stream, too. Starting out with Mike Trout. Holy moly. Keep that one out. Didn't you just barely, even chasing baseballs for a while, and I feel like you just barely hit your first baseball not long ago, and now you're adding Trout to it. It's kind of how it works sometimes. Open the floodgates. Holy moly. Okay, great start, great hit. Let's go over and get hockey going. Hey, maybe we'll see Wayne Gretzky now. Maybe it's a headliner night. Sometimes it just kind of happens that way. Where am I at? Right here. David, Jake, and Ray closing us. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. So we've got 32 randoms here, 32 other names. I'm going to run this list 7 times. The final 5. Geez, just enough rows. The final 5 will be solos for $12. Other series, we've locked 2 or 3 names. We only have 1 lock, so there's 59 claimable names right now until we see other people open them or until we open a bunch. We'll just slowly start dwindling down. There's some fun names in this one. Let's go over here. Let's do this. Should be 32. It is. 6 more times. 7th time we'll get the randoms going on your claims. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Our solos are Fleury, Perfetti, Aho, Kreider, and Rupe Hintz. Some fun names there on the solos, too. Those are $12 solos, guys. $12 for any of those. It always feels so weird for me after we pull a big headliner name like Mike Trout, and I just got to move on. I feel like we should just kind of sit and bask in the big name for a while, but we don't ever do it. Just so fun pulling a name like that. Okay, Brett Fleury. And they had him in our box number 1. See, maybe we'll pay attention to that for the next case. See if box 1's loaded or something. Fleury for Brett, gotcha. Aho for Nick. Jason just behind Ranger guy. Chris Kreider, you got it. Jason, he is now a Duck guy, but he's known as a Ranger. Rupe Hintz, we pulled him last series. Could see him again in Cole Perfetti Jets. We pulled him a few series back, or it may have been from a different product, from Hit Parade or Frozen Palm, but I know we pulled him at least once. Just don't remember if it was like 6 series ago in East Coast. Jets guy, Cole Perfetti. Jason, you got it. And then just Rope or Rupe. I always say Rupe, but I think it's Rope whenever I hear him say it. Rope Hintz. I didn't see the second game today. I saw the first game, the score, that Slovakia upset Finland, right? Our boy Juraj Slavkowski, who we've had a few times, scored 2 goals, scored the first goal. Who was the second game? Was it Canada or was it someone else? I didn't see the score. Who was the other Olympic NHL game or hockey game today? Not NHL. Jeff Gesson Cup, gotcha. I'll start reading these off. We just need rope hints to be claimed, and then we're ready to go. Joseph, you have Ovechkin and Jarvis, Nick F, Howe, and Stolars, Joseph K, Sakic, Kyrou, Fuhr, and Barbashev, Brett G, Bedard, and Palat, Jonathan R, Natchez, and Eriksson Ek, Jeff H, Hull, and Vasilevsky. Catch my breath. Jonathan R, Hasek, and Velarde. Larry V, you had Geeky and Sanderson, Daryl Chelios, and Foligno. Larry, you've got Belfort, Potvin, Sundin, and Dakota Joshua. Brian W had Larkin, Hagel. Hagel's back. We had him at the start. Forsberg, that's Peter, Jenner, Terry, and Howard. Jeff H, you had McMichael, Mangiapane, Carlson, and Nemec. Brian W, Wolf, and Richter. Jonathan R, Askarov, and Robert Thomas. Larry A, Barkov, and Heiskanen. David L, you had Recchi, and Dobish. Jonathan R, Olmark, and Montembault. Brian W, Gunther, and Kempe. Scott, Keller, and Krause. Double Utah line, Scott. Can't go wrong there. I guess you could, but David L, Drysdale, and Jamie Ben. Jake G, you had O'Reilly and Jaden Schwartz. Scorching, Madonna, and Tippett. Kreider went to Jason. Perfetti went to Jason. Aho went to Nick. And Fleury went to Brett. Oh, Italy. That's right. Sweden beat Italy 5-2. It's a disgrace I didn't beat them by 15. I saw the line. It was like negative 2,000 or something like that, which is kind of crazy. I was happy to see the women's USA team crush Canada too, but we'll see what happens when they start going into elimination games. Okay, just rope hints left, guys. Stars Fanatics Premium for $12. I'm going to get our 2 boxes going. We'll wait till hints gets claimed, and then we'll rock and roll. Not a single NHL player in Italy, and most of them play in smaller leagues in Europe. That's funny. Yeah, now that I think about it, I can't think of an Italian player, probably because there isn't one. Here's our boxes. Let's make sure 5, 8, 10, 15, 5, 8, 10, 15, 22, 27, 45, 48, 53, 58. I'll add 10 more once they get here on Friday as well, guys, for Monday. So let's get these 10 and random them and get 2 to open tonight. We'll open 2 for the time being. I still have the same traders. I'll let you know if they change at this point. Haven't done a lot to change those, so I was going to do something. I'll mention it later, I guess. 7 times to get our top 2. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 27 and box 8 is where we're starting. 27 and 8. So let's go back here. Stop sharing. 27 and 8. 8 right here. 27 is right here. Those there for right now. Jake gonna take rope hints. Thanks, Jake. Good luck to you. We had Tractor being the last 2 series for stars. See if it keeps up. And I think there's 3 or 4 stars, so not a bad bet. Because we added Jamie Benn back in, right? And Madonna's in there too. There's a few stars. I love pulling stars jerseys. Okay, Jake, thank you. I got you on that one. So okay, 8 and 27. Again, guys, I could spend the money and print off the form. I don't know why it doesn't put them on anymore, but I could get the label and put it on there. If it bugs anyone, I just go print them at UPS and label them. The big box is right behind me. I just opened it an hour before stream. These are the 10. The first 10, we'll get 10 more. If it doesn't bother, we'll just keep it unlabeled as far as like a headliner picture. I like it on there, but if I don't have to, I won't do it. Oh yeah, someone's trying to claim, but it closed up before them. Okay, on the full size. Okay, first. Again, if you guys want to see trades, you let me know. I've got them here at all times. So, box 8 rolling first. Not much to cut there. I think I cut this side yet. No, I did not. Okay, here we go. Good luck, all. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I gave the little the little if we don't pull any claim hits, I'll give away something, which I did on Monday, hoping for claim hits today. Here's one way to start with the claim hits. Holy moly. We're going to start the series off with Mr. Hockey. Hall of Fame 1972. This one's a Frozen Pond COA. We've had them before. Mr. Hockey. This is Fanatics breakaway for Gordie Howe. Holy moly. Not a cheap jersey. Oh, is it Nick? Nick does have Howe. Nick, you've had him on and off. Last series, we did not hit him last series. We're hitting him this series. Nick starting with a Gordie Howe. Holy moly. And I lied the other day. Nick, on your stream, you said, how many Howes do you have? And I said one was coming in. I was confused. I already had a career one of his, but that's not what was coming in. It was a Steve Yzerman career. And I just kind of got a couple wings mixed up. I don't know how I can mix those two up, but I did not have another Howe show up. I had an Yzerman show up. That's a great jersey. I don't know why. It doesn't bother me, but I've seen a ton of Howes on the Fanatic breakaways, not a lot of the Adidas, or maybe is he passed away? I guess he might be. But I wouldn't expect to see him on a Fanatics Premium, but I'm sure Adidas were around before breakaways. I just don't know why we see him on so many the vintage ones. I like them. That's all I have as well. Years ago, I thought so, but how many years? I mean, wasn't Adidas around before Fanatics breakaways? Maybe people that are hitting Adidas are keeping them. No fight strap on these breakaways. I met someone while I was in Lake Havasu, Arizona, a Canadian that was down there during their winter, because that's where they go, apparently. And he showed me a picture of him fake boxing Gordie Howe, and he said, "You know who this is?" Back then I knew very little about hockey, and I said, "No," and then he said, "Gordie," and I said, "I know the name. Now I know." That could be it too, sign numbers. That's very possible. I said it might be a headliner night. I didn't know how true that would be. Mike Trout on to Gordie Howe. Holy cow. Nick, congrats. Beautiful jersey, Hall of Fame 1972. That's fantastic. Okay, box 27. Good luck, all. Can we start with 2 headliners? That's definitely a pictured headliner. I won't get greedy. Let's get 2 claims. Give me another claim. A lot of the claims are headliners, but still. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oof. I don't really know this one or number off the top of my head. I'm thinking it's Canucks. Yeah, a little green there. I don't know the player, though. I don't know why my brain goes to Connor in the 80s, but I don't think Kyle Connor is on this. Kyle Connor is on this checklist. Okay, let's see what you got. This is one of the Canucks. If you own a Canuck, you're in the right spot. East Coast. 3, 2, 1. That'd be why. Don't think I've ever pulled his jersey before. Maybe we pulled his puck not long ago in the dozen, and that's why it's ringing a bell. Dakota Joshua. It's a new name for me. I like seeing new guys come out. That one was not claimed, so 1 claim, 1 random. Let me figure out who had Dakota Joshua before I start opening this thing. Dakota Joshua was a random on the Mats Sundin spot for Mr. Daryl. Daryl, congrats. I hope you're doing better, man. You have to keep me in the loop. Always nice to hit a jersey, that's for sure. Dakota Joshua. Starting with Gordie Howe and Joshua. Both ends of the spectrum here as far as claimed pictured headliner, and then a random here. This one may have never been claimed, but that's a great hit. Fanatics Premium, Canucks Classic. Fight strap. Congrats, you two. Nick and Daryl hitting Joshua and Gordie Howe. I was gonna guess out loud Velarde. I'm glad I didn't because I would have been wrong. I wasn't even thinking of this player. So yes, congrats, winners. Sorry to those that didn't hit. All streaks, good or bad, come to an end and flop the other way. So take advantage of it if you're doing well, and be ready for it to flip if you're doing bad. Dakota Joshua and Gordie Howe. Great hits. Congrats, you two. Sorry to everyone else. I'm going to get rid of box 8 and 27. Okay. Nope, can't go that way. It's time for multi-sport Hall of Fame jersey. I think phones have got to be charged enough for me to stop listening to myself, please. Yep, made a noise. We're going to roll with it. There we go. Music in my ears. Okay, multi-sport. This closed right before we went live, and I ran it right before we went live. So I'm going to make you guys sit through me reading these. I'll do it fast. I can probably do it under a minute. DeMarcus Ware is our final solo on this multi-sport jersey. He is a $3 solo. I think I've seen him on 2 different styles in that series. We've pulled him before from Gold Rush regular series as well, so not a horrible name to have. But don't ever let me sell you. Nick's going to take it. Got you, Nick. Craig, just behind. Let me read these off quickly, guys. If you want to trade, I'll say you have like 30 seconds, a minute after to offer it up, and then we'll find a box and we'll get rolling. These are Hall of Famers, guys. Greg, you have Aikman, Lindros, Malone, Mourning, and Robinson. Brian, you have Orr, Fisk, Ortiz, Thomas, and Kidd. Greg, Rodman, Richmond, Hull, Hassick, and Jones. Brian, you have LaFleur, Pearson, Jackson, that's Reggie Jackson, Frank Thomas, and Joe Montana. Craig, you have O'Neill, Hull, Coffey, Suzuki, Rivera, Bird, LaFontaine, Curry, Carmichael, and Carbonneau. Connor, you have Ryan, Carew, Trottier, Savard, and Billy Smith. Chris D, you have Griffey, Lou Brock, Emmett Smith, Adam Oates, I saw a Yao underneath. Dominique Wilkins, Brad, Marino, Mix, Sanders, Yao, and Shell. I want to see a mean jersey really bad. Larry A, Staubach, Peyton, Glavin, JoJo White, don't know who that is. Rob Blake. Larry V, you have Namath, Tim Hardaway Sr., Tomlinson, Hampton, and Kuzi. Chad, Chelios, Madonna, Mikhail, Ewing, and Mullen. My guess is it's baseball, if I don't know who it is. JoJo White. Someone teach me, please. Chad, I read yours. Brian, Solani, Garnett, Elijah Reed, Worthy, Forsberg, Martinez, Bork, Guerrero, Iverson. Scorching, you had Tomei, Gilmore, Singletary. I always say Ciccarelli, but I heard Nick say Cicerelli, so I guess it's Cicerelli. Parker, Brad, Schmidt, Belfour, Mazeroski, Shutt, Torrey, Jonathan R., Moss, Dumars, Bradshaw, Alomar, and Urlacher. Chad, you have Hester, Ullman, Drexler, Robitaille, Messier, Scorching at Irving, Cepeda, Beltre, Piazza, Ronick. And then our solos were Scorching taking Jerry West, Kurt Warner, Chad with Rob Woodson, and Nick with DeMarcus Ware. Who's JoJo White? Anybody know? Just look it up myself, guys. Basketball, okay. Joseph Henry White, Kansas Jayhawks. Where did he play his NBA career? First round, 9th overall pick by the Celtics. 2-time NBA champ in the 70s. NBA Finals MVP. Larry knows him. I don't know him. He's retired number for the Celtics, and I don't know who JoJo White is. Holy moly. That's as much hockey I've watched around. I still butcher names, so don't listen to me. You guys used to really give it to me when I said names wrong, so I guess I'm sensitive about it now, so I try to get them all right. Let's get a box going, guys. We've got every box spot number 3. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. See if we can keep the headliner streak going up here. JoJo White. What number do you think I'd roll if I said we don't have a 3 in there? Of course I'm going to roll 3. 2 works. Box 2. To be honest, Al, I know sports and never heard of JoJo. Thank you, Ray. That makes me feel better. I know a lot about sports. I know less about baseball and then less about hockey, a little bit more about basketball and a lot more about football, but I still get embarrassed nightly when we do these about people I don't know somehow, or stats or teams they didn't play for, stuff like that. Lifetime work in progress, I guess. Too much crap all over. Let me just put this away, guys. This is going to bug me. Give me 1 second. Last box, baseball box. Hold on. That way I have the space to walk out of later. We're getting all the helmets. Congrats on the card hit yesterday, by the way, Ray. That was a cool RPA. Okay. Again, if you're here now, the guess here is a player that won a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. There's a handful of them that have done it. I think 70-ish names, but you can probably eliminate half or more of names you don't see sign as often or ever. The other one is our bounty. We're still weeks trying to get into that 25% category. If this is football, it'll count towards it, but I will close it after this when we get to Racky because it's still close to a tie. Good luck, all. Box 2 is what we rolled. Double cut, cut the steel in the plastic. Dustin, same cup. There's a few cup guesses. There was a bunch of duplicates just because there's. I think we can open it the right way. If we see nameplate, I'm sorry. Come on, keep the headliner streak going here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Feel like I should know who that is. Sure looks like a Chicago Bulls jersey, but why am I not knowing the autograph? Oh, that's why, obviously. I thought it was number 1. I thought it was Rose 2, but he's not on the checklist. It's because the other number is hiding. I thought it was just the number 1. Number 91, we know who that is. We went football first, now basketball. This is a fan favorite. Number 91, the Worm, Dennis Rodman. On the Systems guys, I'm not going to take them out. I mean, I can, but they're blank. They say Chicago on the front. Autographs, what we're looking for here, and that's a nice one. Dennis Rodman, Beckett certified, number 91, Chicago Bulls. Would have been something if it was JoJo. I kind of was, now we're thinking he's going to be in there. Pull a JoJo. Who had Dennis Rodman? Let me look through all the names here because he's somewhere on the randoms. There's the 4th line, 3rd line, 2nd line. Is he a 1st line random? No, I'm just going too fast. Did someone claim Rodman? Oh, he's claimed. That's why. He was claimed number 3. What am I doing? Greg had Rodman. Not my favorite player, yeah. Greg says, give me Rodman on the 3rd pick. And he pulled him out. Greg, nice hit. We've seen a few Rodman in different stuff. Baseball, other stuff too. I've got a cool Rodman that I've got for the series coming up soon too. Specialty type jersey. Greg, nice hit. Dennis Rodman, the Worm. Nick and I both thinking there's no way that's Derrick Rose, but I don't know why. I recognize the auto, but not enough to say that's Dennis Rodman. Nice hit, Greg. Congrats. Dennis Rodman. Claimed hit there. Does not affect our bounty, so let's move on now and close the bounty, close the poll, get our guesses. Let's show our screen. Live fills will happen a little bit sooner than they did on Monday. We've got Racky coming up now, then Big Al's, and then we'll do a live fill 3-boxer, Racky, and some licensed jerseys. Let's close the poll. It's not really that close. You guys are going AFC East, AFC South. Yeah, great names. I like it when third party all comes together on the same night. It kind of makes for a fun fun for me too, you know, because my series I build, I know every possible name that's in there. Doesn't mean I know that Peyton Manning, like last on Monday's coming out, which was fun. But stuff like this, man, I'm hoping that we pull Mike Trout. I'm hoping that we pull Gordie Howe, names like that. And when they come out, it's great. Makes it fun for me, makes it fun for the winners. Jason has Arizona up for sell or trade in this Radke box right here. So 18 if you want to buy the Cardinals, and if you want to trade, throw them some teams out and go look at trading them. Close the poll. You guys are going AFC East, AFC South. For the 20th day in a row, you guys know the spiel. If those two divisions, the ones that hit the most, not tie, not lose, but if they hit the most, we'll random all the names that join, and you can choose from these 5 or 6 items. Hester, Theismann, Rivas, just because you win the bounty, but that's been a long time coming. Let's read off teams. I'll grab a box, and then we'll close. We'll open the helmet here to see who gets it right. Greg, you have San Fran and the Giants. Jonathan R., Dallas, Miami, Detroit, Carolina. Greg, Denver, New Orleans, Buffalo, Kansas City. Brian W., Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Baltimore. Tim, you have Minnesota, Philly. You sold Vegas to Scorching and Seattle to John. Bill S., you had Chicago, Tennessee. Jason T., you had New England and Arizona for now, unless anyone buys or sells or trades, I should say. David L., Pittsburgh, Washington, Chargers, and Indy. Brad, Cincy, Rams, Jets, and Houston. Scorching, you have Cleveland and Jacksonville. Let's get a box number, which I don't have out here. Son of a... I don't even know if that's the right numbers, but better than typing each one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we open 4 and 8? Yeah, we did, because they were right here by us. Okay. Let's get a box number. I'll pull the box out. We'll look at the item, see if anyone has any credit, which I already know at least one person does. Maybe multiple. Actually, yes, multiple, I think. That doesn't help you guys pick or not pick. Unless you try to pick a name that hasn't been said, don't do that. Let's do this. Let's do it 7 times to get our box number. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 7. 7 on 7. Let's stop here. Let's grab box 7. Hey, we're finally getting some rain and snow today. Jeez. Maybe something heavy? Heavy? Or I'm just feeling it today. Hope it rains for 5 days straight here. We need it. Okay, I'm going to reveal the item. And then I'm going to scroll up and see who has it. I know for sure I saw 1. I think I saw 2 or more. Let me put it here. One of you will see the helmet and know who it is exactly, because I talked about buying this one for my PC. 3, 2, 1. I had the gold bag laying around, so I put it on a gold helmet. Why not? Change mine to sharp. You got it. I just don't know. I don't know who you had the first time. Atlanta for Cincy and Big Al's. He knows it's a long shot, but you miss every shot you don't take. Who had Cincy? Greg has Cincy. Kyle, you have Atlanta. Greg, if you want to trade, go for it. We got a Niners rave here. This is one, Nick, that you are okay with, right? Or is it still like, ugh? It's gold. Who doesn't like gold? 3, 2, 1. I know there was a few Dion guesses, Sanders guesses. Yeah, not bad. I thought maybe you'd keep Cincy, no problem. Worth a shot. I know we had some. I can't even go up all the way. I'm pretty sure. No, I don't even know who guessed it. Let me see how far I can go up. Eric K, I see, but there was ones above Eric K. Eric K, you got it. Snag a freebie in the jersey later. Shannon Sharp. I know there was 1 or 2 more besides Eric K. You can go up. Larry V was the one I was going to say I thought I saw it, because he frequently gets them right, but I didn't. But then I thought I maybe confused myself. Larry V, Eric K. Was there one more? Eric Kennedy, Larry Vanna, you guys have $10 credit. See if you can see anybody else, please. It stops me on. I can only scroll up to Black Bag Peyton Manning for Chad. Everything before that is gone for me. I don't know if I go top chat and then back to live, it'll show it. No, it now got rid of more. Why does it do that? Huh. I think it might just be you two. If someone else has it, please let me know. I don't remember if maybe those are the two I saw, and I thought it was someone else, but maybe when you switch to live, it gets rid of it. So that's why, like when I switch from top to live, when there's claims, I try to do it fast. Otherwise, it'll not let me see the top on the busy ones. Okay. Larry and Eric, you guys have $10 to use tonight. Congrats, you two. Let's get those two on the K. I thought maybe it was 3, but 2 is great too. Box 7. Let's see where we're going here with Ranky. Good luck, all. Thanks for joining us. I got a little bit of PTSD, man. I have nothing against a nice college authentic, college rep. I like them all. But I don't think we need more than 1 or 2 per double case at the very most 2, you know? So we had like 3 college last double case, so I start to get a little stressed. This one is regular authentic, so I'm going to give you a little hint. Well, it's not regular, NFL authentic. This could be a specialty, it could be a classic. Ooh. Love this style for this team. I'll go out on a limb and say I don't think I've seen an authentic in this style from this team. Don't look very hard, but here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's the Wolverine style helmet for that team up in the NFC North that won their Super Bowl in early January. They beat us. Nothing I can do there. Dave, I know. That's what happens when you work and you're busy. Sometimes you get to it late. I'm sorry, man. Who had Chicago? It's a great hit. I don't know who the player is, but I love the style. Bill, you had him on spot 10. Bill S. Chicago Wolverine authentic. Man, I want to say Hester on this style. I can't think of another player on this style. They could put a new guy on this, but Hester is what comes to my brain. Maybe Urlacher, but even then, I've seen less Urlachers on these styles. Singletary would be sweet. I kind of want to see an older guy on this, but we'll see. 3, 2, 1. See, don't listen to me. We're going completely opposite direction of everything I just said. The weird thing is, the funny thing is that there was a time where we saw a ton of this guy, Carolina First, Chicago, and his stuff kind of dried up. And then he did great in the playoffs, and he made a couple catches against the Packers, and he's popular right now. So this is a great hit. DJ Moore on a Wolverine authentic for the Bears. Going to the Packers fan. Not Bill and I's favorite player right now, but that's a great hit. He didn't catch that, by the way. Rolled under his body. Go slow mode if you want to. Great hit. DJ Moore. NFC North doesn't help you. You guys in your AFC picks, except for when I bully you enough, and then you switch to the NFC, and then they don't hit. Don't think I've ever seen an authentic in my possession of the Wolverine style throwback. I don't know what year that is for them. Well, let's see if this is the original box. If it is, it should tell us the year. Bears Tribute 1936. I love it. 1936. Wow. CBR tributes and stuff that are like the 60s or 70s, 1930s tribute. That's pretty cool. Let's see that stuff too often. Yeah, some fun stuff. Put that in my box, please, Chet. Okay. All right, let's go to Big Al's. Okay. Remember, these were random teams. I know New Orleans was up from Jonathan. I don't remember if anybody else said the teams were up for trade. I ran this at the very start of the stream, not pre-fill because it filled up with 7 minutes left and I didn't have time. I didn't want to rush through it there. So, yeah. Chad says I'll make a trade for the Bears lid. If you want to look at trades, Bill, let him know. You got any fun Packers, you let him know. Okay. Brian, you've got Arizona Jets combo. Kyle, Atlanta. We said no to the trade on that one. So Atlanta for now. Joseph, Baltimore. Chad, Buffalo. Greg, Carolina, Tennessee combo. Bill S, Chicago. Greg, Cincy. Eric S, Cleveland. Brian W, Dallas. Greg, Denver. Brian W, Detroit. Jesse, Green Bay. Bill S, Houston. Robert B, Indy. Brad, Jacksonville. Scorching, Kansas City. Tim, Las Vegas. Vlad, Chargers. Greg, the Rams. Bill S, Miami. Tim, you have Minnesota. Bill, you have New England. Jonathan, you have the Saints. Elliot, the Giants. Jesse, the Eagles. Mike, you have Pittsburgh. Greg, San Fran, and Seattle. Scott, you've got Tampa Bay. And Chris O, you have Washington. We're good to go. Let's close that. Let's get our boxes going here. Black cage, please. Shake it up. Our first roll of the night. 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will do a 3-box for life fill after this, like always. We'll do a Racky after that and some licensed jerseys tonight. See if we can have some fun with all the other stuff we got going on. Whoops, wrong copy. I want this copy. Radkey paste in there. Just don't hit enter yet. Okay, there we go. 165. 165 is our first number. 106. 106. 2. 79. 79. Okay, please, now if I somehow missed any other ones, I know that New Orleans is up for trade. Usually I like to get this done pre-fill so you guys have time to actually look at trades. If anybody else wants to trade their team, now is the time to speak up. Otherwise, we're going to have to get rolling on it. So I guess I'll give it just a second here just in case. I think it was just the one that was offered, but I never want to skip it. Let me grab the boxes, guys. We'll come back. If anything else gets offered, we'll worry about it then. I know my dog will not stop barking non-stop. Let me just check camera really quick here. Someone's on my porch that I didn't know about. Nope, just being a brat. She is stuck on the table again. You guys know the drill. Give me 30 seconds to grab her off the table, or I'm going to hear her barking for the next 2 hours. She's a little Yorkie, so she can jump onto it. Then her little nails, she's scared she's going to like flop off the table, so she won't jump back off of it. I'd rather not hear her bark for the next 2 hours. Alec Pierce just doesn't sign a lot. There's a lot of guys that I wish signed more often. I thought I saw a Pierce lid not that long ago. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I saw Alec Ogletree today. But I don't know, Alec Pierce, why? Just don't sign. Okay, let's get rolling, guys. 3 box. Oh, I have Radke copied in there. See, I just saved myself. I even said that out loud earlier. 3 boxes, Nick, not Radke. 3 box live fill up after this. Let's get rolling. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I've seen one. 2. Well, let's go in order. 165, 106, 279. We're good. All right. Box 2, Series 37, 2 Wonka. Hey, remember how I said at the start of the series there might be some that don't have a helmet box because I was out? I have some now I can put on it if this is one. This is one. So I'll get a helmet box to put in it. I just didn't have one when I loaded it. Who is it though? Make some lighter, but I really don't like shipping them without them if I can avoid it. 3, 2, 1. That's your division, isn't it? Yeah, you guys went AFC East South just like Monday. Okay, you're on the board, 1-1. Tonight's the night. Can fill it. Who had the Pats, by the way? New England. On the wrong spot. New England. Bill S. Taking starting up on the next one. Congrats, Bill. I'll get you a box so it's not just floating around there. Even though I receive 90% of my helmets that way. JSA certified. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ray said Henderson. It's a different running back. One that we saw long before the young buck. Played for 2 different teams, but he was great here too for at least a season or 2. Seen him on some Philly lids recently. Jeff knows that's LeGarrette Blount. Why do I think of Oregon for LeGarrette Blount? Is that where LeGarrette Blount played, was Oregon, or am I making that up in my head? Bill, nice hit. Big running back. Mr. Blount. Now I'm going to look that up or I'm going to be bugged. LeGarrette Blount. Scott says quack, quack. Was he Oregon then? Am I not going crazy? Yeah, University of Oregon after transferring from East Mississippi Community College. He was a Duck. Okay. Oh, and 2 points. Bill, nice hit. McGarrett. Oh, I spelled that name wrong. McGarrett. There we go. Blunt. Bill. Yes, 2 points on 2/11/26. Okay, next up, box 79, series 37. 0 wonk on this one. I want to say there was 2 or 3 helmets that didn't have a helmet box in the series. There's one of them. Ran out, didn't want to wait till they came, so I just packed them up. Like that. Ooh. Blunt won Super Bowl 2 different teams. That's right. Eagles and Pats, right? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Or was it not the Eagles? It had to have been the Eagles. We got a lunar eclipse. Baltimore Ravens lunar. I saw the auto on this one. You guys know I love this. Hey, you know what? Eagles, Pats. Okay, who had Baltimore? Before I make a fool of myself and say a stat that's incorrect. Joseph M hitting the Ravens. 3, 2, 1. Doesn't he have Oregon ties too? I don't know. Since I made a big deal of it, that would happen. Back-to-back Ducks, really? I don't ever do that. I just thought to myself, Blunt seemed like an Oregon guy in my brain, like there's a picture of my brain. Back-to-back Oregon Ducks. Haloti Ngata. You guys know I love Haloti Ngata. Call it a weakness. There's a few guys, you guys are probably like, get over it. Stop putting them in the series. I won't. Well, I don't put them in every series, but every 3 or 4, we get Mr. Ngata in there. I love him. Big man, one of the best defensive linemen. Going to Joseph. Son just signed with the Ducks. That's cool. He was fun. I liked Haloti Ngata. He played, I want to say he played for, where did he play high school? I think he played pretty close here in Salt Lake somewhere. That's why I like him too. Yeah, Highland High School. Highland High School in Salt Lake. That's like a 15-minute drive from me. I had people in my family that went there years ago, but that's cool. All right. Nice hit, Joseph. Ngata and Blunt so far. 106, Series 37, 3-pointer. Okay, we have a receiver, running back, a defensive guy. Can I get a quarterback in this 4-boxer? Well, I know this isn't the helmet because we literally just pulled this guy. It must just be an extra box. I know who it is. Here we go. Oh, man. 3, 2, 1. We're talking about college too much, so of course a college helmet comes out. This is actually really funny, especially on a random day. But also kind of not funny. 3-pointer going to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The last Notre Dame helmet we pulled out was from Racky. It had the nice big green clover on it. This is classic Notre Dame. Rudy, good guess. I've seen some really cool Rudies recently that have a huge thing. I'm holding off. I think we had them like 4 or 5 series ago. Joe Montana. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. It's nuts. One of my favorite guys. The guy just got him on a jersey too for his actual NFL team, licensed jerseys. He'll be in the series at some point. That's Tim Brown, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish receiver, Vegas receiver, also dabbled in defensive back, didn't he? And the funny thing is, this is going to Tim, and Tim's been looking for a Tim Brown, but I don't think he's looking for Notre Dame. I think he's looking for a Vegas one. So good and bad. Tim Kelly hitting Tim Brown. Notre Dame, beautiful signature. We've had him on a Notre Dame lid, I don't know, 10, 20 series ago, maybe less than that. But I love Timmy Brown. Suck at guessing. You're fun. Whenever I guess with Brad too, I think I know exactly what's going to come out, and I'm always so far off. There's a lot of Notre Dame players. Still no quarterback. Tim Brown, receiver. Great hit. That was 3 points. Going Tim. Tim K. 3. Well, Tim, you've been looking for Tim Brown for months. And I even told you, I don't have Vegas. I have a Notre Dame somewhere here, and it made its way into the series. And you hit it. Maybe you can use it to trade it for a regular one. Tim Brown, ND. 3-pointer. All right. Maybe I got to stop asking for a quarterback, or I'll just jinx it. 165, Series 37. 0 Wonka. 2 Wonka, 0. 3 Wonka, 0. I also stopped keeping track of the guessing game. We are at NFC East, AFC North, AFC West. See, this is what happens. You guys get tired of the lead, and then one division just takes off. 2 in a row for the AFC North, AFC West. Like clockwork, every single stream. And then you start to come back, and then you barely don't make it. Well, I love this helmet. I love this style. Seen a few of these lately. I haven't had them for a while on this style. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The ever more growing rare amps. Seeing them less and less. I know it's getting old hearing me say it, but it's true. Houston Texans on the amp. Who had Houston? It's been a little bit since we've seen Stroud, hasn't it? Or maybe he came out last series and I'm forgetting. Houston was Bill S. Bill, you're on a roll today. CJ, JJ, we pulled JJ not long ago. We're going back a little bit on this one. 3, 2, 1. I kept saying when he was there and even when he left to go somewhere else that I thought he had the best hands in the league, and I still kind of think he did. DeAndre Hopkins on a Texans amp. I saw him on an amp. I see Hopkins all the time, but I don't buy him all the time. But on the amp, I said, let's go for it. Bill, nice hit. DeAndre Hopkins amp. Beautiful helmet, too. Okay, congrats, winners. Sorry to everyone else. We had LeGarrette Blount, Haloti Ngata, Tim Brown, and DeAndre Hopkins. Let's do a 3-box. You're kind of a mixture of interesting names there. Fun ones. Patriots, a sad face. Jeff, I'm sorry, man. I was even picking the Pats to win that game. I thought they'd cover the spread and win. I think that's just the universe saying it's too soon. You need to suffer for more than 2.5 years. I mean, it's like 5 or 6, but still, just a little too fresh. Okay, live chat. I've got Jason T. Hold on, let me show my screen. Kansas City for Jason. Greg just behind. Jason, you got him again. Greg Buffalo. Detroit for Nick. Cincy for Kyle. Cleveland for Bill B. Dustin Denver. I know we talked about this Monday. For those wondering, yes, still pounding headache 2 days later. I probably got a freaking brain tumor or something, guys. What the heck's happening? Bill asked San Francisco. Larry emailed me and said, could be your eyes. Could be. I do stare at screens all day, but I've done that for 30 years, 20 years. San Francisco Lions, I got. The Lions are gone, Dave. Sorry. Also gone, John. Dallas, Zach is there. Detroit is gone, Mark. Sorry, Detroit guys. Dallas gone too. Miami for Dolph fan. Maybe Eric. Is that the other side of Yadingus, or is that someone else? They put the ats in front of names now, so it screwed everything up. I could see that being Eric, but I'll put Dolph fan just for now. Uh-oh, I put the wrong name on Buffalo. Of course I did. Did I say your name and say his name and put yours? Maybe one of those days, guys. Yadingus K. It's just the at. They didn't. You still have it somewhere, but it changed it to the at. So everyone's changed, and I just kind of started learning it. From lack of golfing, that's very possible. Detroit, Dallas, Miami. Sorry, Bill and Greg, mixing up the names there. I don't know what I'm doing. Patriots going to Jeff. Valiant effort for the Patriots. Not really, but the fourth quarter was. Cleveland is gone, Greg. Minnesota going to Zach. Rams going to Greg. Green Bay going to Bill. New Orleans going to Brian. New England's gone. Giants are going to Greg. I'll update you what's left here in a second, guys. Pittsburgh, guys. Pittsburgh going to Mike. Carolina going to Greg. Chargers going to Leland. Lynad. Arizona going to Bill S. Baltimore going to Greg. Indy is there, Greg. Gotcha. Philly is there, Bill. Minnesota is gone. Seattle had no business being there. Seattle is John. Tampa Bay is Scott. Botox can help. Man, you see me in a place getting Botox? Can help with headaches or what? I don't think I'm quite wanting to go there. Yep, I got it wrong on the Buffalo. Thanks, guys. Have you tried blue blocker glasses for the computer screen? They work pretty good. I like a type of glasses that blocks the cancer rays shooting into my eye all day or something. Watching hockey could be. Do blue blocker glasses work? Apparently, Chicago. Are bonita fish big? Well, yeah. There's always one, Nick. No, headache's a little more north, Nick. Not where I hold my purse. Nick G, I got you with Chicago and Atlanta. Thanks, Nick. Good luck to you. Oh boy, it's good to laugh, isn't it? I feel like every time I look at my phone or anything, it's just the whole world is just so negative. Every time you can laugh, man. It's worth it. Brian, Las Vegas. Does sound like it's that time, maybe. 2 left. Let me grab a water since we're talking about it. See if I can help with those cramps. Oh, I already got my water. It's right over here. Chugging that thing. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But I know that's not normal. Even for that time of the month, 10 days is a little extreme, huh? I wouldn't know. I stay away from that kind of information as far as possible. Nick G, I've got you with Houston. Greg just a second behind Houston. Just Jacksonville left. Jags last team. I'm going to start reading off who has who. We'll do this 3-boxer. We'll do Racky next. We'll do some jerseys. No new jerseys were added from Monday to today. So we're down to 62. The new additions from Sunday or from Saturday to Monday were Christian Gonzalez on the Patriots. My MVP choice had the Patriots won. And then I draw a blank. Was this my Odell Beckham Jr. ad? I don't think it was it? It must have been. No, Steve Young. Christian Gonzalez, Steve Young, and Josh Morrissey reverse retro. Those were our new additions. In addition to everything else we have in there. I just forgot. Well, according to some, yeah, some people that struggle. Okay, let me read these off. Bill S., you have Arizona and the Jets. Nick G., Atlanta. Greg, Baltimore. Bill S., Buffalo. Greg, Carolina, Tennessee. Nick G. has Chicago. Kyle, you have Cincy. Bill B., Cleveland. Zach B., Dallas. Dustin, Denver. Nick F., Detroit. Bill S., Green Bay. Nick G., Houston. Greg, Indy. Jason T., Kansas City. Brian W., Vegas. Leland, Chargers. Greg, Rams. Eric, you've got Miami. Zach, Minnesota. Jeff R., New England. Brian W., New Orleans. Greg, Giants. Bill S., Philadelphia. Mike, Pittsburgh. Bill S., San Francisco. John, you have Seattle. Scott, you have Tampa Bay. And Ray, you have Washington. That'll be a recap with my wife in bed later joke. Like, I was laughing hard, and she'll be like, she won't laugh at it, you know. It's one of those you have to be there. You guys did get an AFC South, though, so I think it's 2-2-1, right? Did you try, Michael? I'm going to close this. We know Jacksonville's open. Let's get 3 boxes. Oh, brother. Too good. 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. USA plays tomorrow, right? 1 p.m. I might be driving. Oh, maybe I'll listen to it. Fortunately, it's against the worst team in the Olympics, right? Or second to worst. So I don't need to worry too much. Let's cross those old ones off. Okay, numbers here are 120, 120. Trying to keep it out here where you can see it. Sorry. 36, 36. At least be worse, but Latvia probably second. Yeah. 115. We don't get to play every team though, right? There's like 8 other teams. Maybe just everyone from our side. No, there's like 3 divisions, right? 115 is the last number. I'm not really sure how it works. Just the division, okay. Okay, just Jacksonville left. Oh, no, they're claimed right there. Brad's got Jags. Thanks, Brad. Good luck to you. Let me type it in and go grab those. I'm also going to copy Racky, which is coming up next. Right there. And I'll hit enter when we get to it. Reading a text. Surprise, surprise. They're going to get good food without me. No, don't bring any home. Jerks. All right, let me grab them, guys. Feels heavy, maybe. 120, 36, 115. Although it took me looking through the stack 4 times to find 115. I was almost going to come back and search if we had it, and then boom. Right in front of me. Okay, guys, RackeyCon up next. This is our 3-boxer. Thanks for joining. And then we'll do some licensed jerseys to end the stream. Tomorrow we will do a 3-box jersey drop, and we'll do Fire Factory. The only differences this week is the jersey will likely be a virtual winner, so not opening of boxes. We'll probably have all 64 jerseys in there and have Ty or whoever run it, and the top 3 names will win, so it'll be a little different. I can't bring all 64 jerseys. I mean, I guess I could, wherever we're going to take off to tomorrow. I can bring the Fire Factory case, so if it fills while I'm there, I'll just open it while I'm there like I've done in the past. So we'll drop them like normal, but the jerseys may be won in a different manner other than it'll just be all the 64 names entered in. When I get home, I'll find what box numbers are in, and we'll ship them out. 36, Series 37. So a little not as fun, but still same price, same style, same chance to win. Just instead of bingo balls, it'll be random.org. I'll mention that in the post too, just in case someone doesn't want to join because of that. It seems like that's the majority of people do it these days. I'm old-fashioned. Love this style. For this team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got I think this is a tribute. If it's got the gray face mask, I think it's the tribute. Maybe not a tribute, actually. I think it's just their throwback. Philadelphia. McNabb. It's been a while since we've seen McNabb. I'm trying to think who I have on this style, to be honest with you. I don't know. Philly is Bill. You're on a roll today, Bill. Congrats. Philadelphia Eagles throwback. Still can't see. We'll see. Here we go. McCoy's a good guess on this style. I've seen a few like that. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're going. I know it now. I forgot that I had this one. You guys know I like Extra Ink. Extra Ink costs money if I can find them, put them in the series. It is an older name, one that I haven't seen in a long time. Wilbert Montgomery, at least with this much ink. 6,789 rushing yards, 45 rushing TDs, 2-time All-Pro, 1987 Eagles Hall of Fame. Wilbert Montgomery, not a huge name, but that's a cool Hall of Famer with a ton of ink on it. This and our little screw there are both gone, so could be worse. Yeah, Bill was on a heater. Wilbert Montgomery. Nice hit, Bill. It's a cool one, too. Not a name I don't know if I've ever had him, maybe once before. You may not see him for another 20 series if that's how it goes. But I'll script it out, and I wanted it. Okay, next up, 115. Series 37. 0 1s. I'll have to go back and make sure I got all the Wonka points. I think it's just been the 2 boxes, but hopefully I didn't miss one. When I corrected it the other day, I had missed 3 that I had to put on there again. I can't really tell what's going on with this box. Well, that would be part of it. See, even I could tell there's a slight heavier part of this bag. That little extra couple ounces on that bag, maybe. This is not a chrome bag. If it was a chrome, I'd put it in the chrome bag, guys. So this is just a different kind of bag. Watch me say that and have it be a chrome. Why do I even talk? 3, 2, 1. I'm such a moron. I've never put one of you. I'll get a chrome bag for this helmet. You idiot, Al. There's a chrome bag for you. Who had the Rams? Greg had the Rams. Greg E. Jason says, I know who that is. I did buy a chrome from you. Is this the one I bought? I do have. I'm trying to remember who I bought. Oh, yep. Okay, here we go. Let's see what you got, Greg. You got a Rams chrome. 3, 2, 1. I believe that is the one I bought from you, Jason, a while back. We've got Kyren Williams on a chrome. I don't think I've ever seen him on a chrome besides this one. I've seen a ton of classic Kyren Williams, right? A few flashes back when he first got in the league. Don't see a ton of chromes. Greg, nice hit. Even though I said, not a chrome, guys. Don't get your hopes up. I wouldn't put it in a black fabric bag. I'll change it to this chrome bag. Greg, nice hit, Greg. It's a cool one. It is. He used the chrome. That could be it. Jason, you keeping my chrome bag when you sell it to me? Is that why? Confess up. Congrats. Nice hit. Rams chrome. Usually when you see chrome, you see a lot of the older guys, since there's not a lot of new chromes being signed, but that one got signed by Kyren. Didn't have a chrome bag? Yeah, no big deal. I've got extra. All the chromes in my PC, I've kind of saved them to give out when I don't get them. So I'm slowly running out. I still have some. Box 120, Series 37. 0 Wonka. No big deal. I want to see a Blue Fanatics bag. I'm sure you do. Who was the last Blue Fanatics bag we pulled from this series? It was, well, they're actually black Fanatic bags now, but there's still blue and black. We pulled Cam Scattaboo from the last one, I think. That may have been the last Fanatics bag we had. Oh man, this is one that, whoops, I'll test you guys on whether you guys think I'm in a whole different world or whether you agree with me on this helmet. I will preface this. Yeah, sorry. 3, 2, 1. You could see into the helmet there when I flipped it. I will preface this by saying one of the more expensive helmets in the series. I like this for several reasons. Not Luck. Luck isn't cheap, but he's not that expensive. JSA cert, basic cert there. I want to get a different bag for that too. Who had the Colts? Colts were Greg. Greg going back to back. Jeez. Hitting the back-to-backer, Greg. Congrats, Chrome. Now you're hitting the Colts VSR4. It is a replica. Johnny U, I knew you guys would go there. It is signed on the opposite side. Guys like this tend to do that. 3, 2, 1. This thing was not cheap. I've actually got his address here to send. I want to send a photo and ask him to sign it for my wife. Yeah, well, I like doing it that way. Hence the reason I've done it for 5 years. Tony Dungy. My wife loves his book. I've always loved Tony Dungy. He doesn't sign very much. A lot of it's personalized. Found this one and thought it was really cool. I spent too much money on it to put it in the series, but I didn't care. I don't think we've ever had him before. Might be hard to get him again, but I have his address. Someone put it on one of those through the mail sites and said, he signed a card and gave it back to me. So I want to write him something and say, hey, give my wife some advice on coaching. Sign this picture if you wouldn't mind. Put a $20 bill in there or something. Greg, nice hit. Tony Dungy. Jackson Dart would be a great hit. Yeah, he would be. Okay, triple boxer again. Interesting pairs of names today. Wilbert Montgomery, Kyren Williams on the chrome, and Tony Dungy. Let's do a Radke box. Oh, a little early there. Little early on the Racky. Congrats, winners. You guys can can fault me for different reasons. One thing you can never say about my series is the lack of variety. Maybe I put in Haloti Knot a little more often than you guys want me to, but I sure love them. Oh well, yeah, you're just a little ahead, Jason. Now you got to hope for your teams not to hit. Sorry about that. Been there, done that too. Okay, let me share my screen. That's why I love joining Brad's breaks as well, because he'll put stuff in there that I haven't seen in a long time or that I've never seen signed as well. It's just fun hitting it without even knowing it's in there. So it makes it fun for me. Don't get me wrong, I join a ton of stuff where I chase names too, and it's certainly fun to chase a hit and hit it. That's what we do with all the third-party stuff too. I like that as well. And I chase, Brad has a few pictured, but the whole series isn't shown. And I chase a few of those, but I tend to hit some along the way that aren't pictured that I like even more. What was the one that I really liked that was not pictured, Brad? Oh, the Falk scripted one. It's in my PC. One of my favorite helmets. Falk signs all the time, but I've not seen another one like that or before that. I don't know if you remember that one, Brad, or not. Nick, I got you. And I know, just to go up to the top. You did, Obi. The Tony Dungy 8x10 is upstairs. My wife has that. I missed that comment. She has that. I want to see if he'll like personalize a message to her. That might be asking too much. But to say, "Dear Chelsea," blah 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 blah, you know. That's one of her favorite photos. She's got it by Pat Summit and the LSU coach that she really likes, the women's basketball coach. But just to address, Jonathan was not talking about Brad. I know I started talking about Brad. That's not where he was going. I started talking about Brad because I like his variety. Just so we're all on the same page. Detroit. Dallas is gone. Cleveland there for Brad. Detroit is gone. Steelers. Here I go again, talking too much. Pittsburgh is Dave. Cleveland's gone, Ray. Sorry. Green Bay going to number 7, and that is Brian. I kind of talk and run on sentences sometimes, so I feel the need to explain myself sometimes. Miami, you dingus. Hey, now it says you dingus. Maybe you figured out how to go change it. I need to do that with mine. Mine just has like my name and a bunch of numbers after that I did not pick when I did that switch on me. Atlanta, Jonathan, gotcha. Philly is Dave. 10. Cincy's still there for Brad. Got you, Brad. 12 Denver. For all I know, you guys are responding. I can't see the bottom of the messages. I wonder if Brad remembers that. Marshall Falk. 12 Denver. 13 is Buffalo for Greg. 14 is Washington for Dave. 15 is Minnesota for Leland. I'm kind of been all over the place, guys. Make sure you hold me accountable on this, that I didn't miss any. 16 is Brian with the Chargers. Minnesota, Miami, a little behind on that scorching. Sorry, Ray. I'd like to see a Ken Anderson or Boomer. I saw Boomer today, Thomas, after we talked about that. Rams, I just wanted George Kittle sign 8x10. That's cool. Pats ran them up. We are closed. The only thing that's available is randoms. I don't know why I put 2. Maybe there's only 1. Ray, I've got you on the 1. Was there more than 1 available, though? I don't know why I put 2. Dallas, Tampa Bay, Senate. Nick is the first random. I've got you on the 1 random, Ray. I don't see that one up unless I missed it. Someone tell me if I'm missing something. Please. 16-16. Ripien, yeah, he's cool too. Thomas, you just say the quiet part out loud, man. There's like 30 guys that I don't have that I get reminded of when we pull them that I want. You just like putting out there what you want to get. I say the same things inside my head. I wanted a Deion Sanders for a while, and I bought that one, and 99% sure I'm going to keep it, not put in the series, this gold one, but it may go into the series. Okay, we are closed, I believe, unless there's one more random up. I'll run these randoms, but let me catch us up. 2-2-1. Phillies NFC East. Rams are NFC West. Colts. Are you guys on top? Heading into the Radkey? This is the best position you've been in a while. We're going to have a winner here. Unless this is AFC North, NFC North divisions, it'll be a tie with going into the jerseys. There's no more randoms up, Elliot. I know I'm just kind of blabbering, but there was only one put up, and Scorching got them, so I believe we're full there. Let's start running this. Giving it time just to make sure. But 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Giants on top, Arizona on bottom. Okay. In this Radkey, we got Bill with Dallas and the Giants, Dustin, Tampa, Indy, Greg, San Fran, Tennessee, Nick, you have Detroit, Scorching, the Jets, Brad, Cleveland, and Vegas, David, Pittsburgh, Seattle, Brian, Green Bay, Kansas City, Eric, you have Miami and Jacksonville, Jonathan, you have Atlanta and Houston, David L., Philly and Baltimore, Brad, Cincy and Chicago, Greg, Denver, Buffalo, New England, and the Rams, David L., Washington, Carolina, Leland, Minnesota, New Orleans, Brian, Chargers, and Arizona. Charlie Ward, yeah, we used to see him a lot more often than we do now. Which, we opened 7 earlier, right? If you guys hit AFC East, AFC South here, I'm pretty sure that's over. It'd be hard to get 2 from a specific division, just football, when we have multi-sport. But if we hit one of these 2, you got to climb back somehow. Let's get a box number here. I'm rooting for you. I'm over the divisions. I want to get back to positions. Even though you guys get that right night 1 every time we do it. I don't know why. Cheating, probably. They're cheating somehow. 1, 2, 7 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Somehow I have 8 notifications on Facebook. People tagging me. Box 3. Now we're staying in this quadrant over here. 4, 8, 3, 7. What is happening? Taking out that whole square. Okay, good luck, all. Good luck on winning the helmet. Good luck on winning the bounty so someone can win something tonight. There's our box 3. It's been easy for me to grab. They've all been within arm's reach, too. Let's roll box 3 of our gray double case. Focus, please. There it goes. Everybody else, like, my kids don't have school Friday or Monday. Is that everywhere? Okay. Learning day here in Bama. Yeah. I can't tell what team this is. I can see the style. Now I see it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got a 4.0, which I love. The STS 4.0s. I can tell the team. I'm not sure you guys can quite yet. Los Angeles Rams 4.0. Really like the look of these helmets. Replica here. We started with an authentic earlier with the Bears. We got a rep here with the Rams. That's NFC West. That's not what you wanted. Now you're tied going into the jerseys. Rams were not picked. They were a random. Going to Greg on spot 13 with the Buffalo Bills. Greg, I want to say did we pull a 4.0 a few cases ago and it was Aaron Donald? Here's our guesses whether it's Donald again or getting someone else. I'd love to see Puka on this. Jeez. Didn't we pull a 4.0, guys, and it was Donald? It was like the last person I guessed. Show me Puka. Show me Stafford. It's a hard pull anywhere, but would love it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's Donald. I don't want to say I jinxed it because I'll pull as many Donalds as we can. Best defensive players of all time. But I feel like we pulled a Donald 4.0 not long ago. A little light on the paint pen. It's just him not pressing hard. Nothing got smudged off or anything. Back and certified Aaron Donald 4.0. That's a great hit. Maybe I'm confusing it with something else, but I swear we had Donald on a 4.0 not long ago. 2 cases ago, maybe. Okay, you guys are tied. I was hoping you'd keep the lead going into that one. Let's get some jerseys going here. Oh, sorry, Mark. 3 double cases ago. If you miss it, I'm sorry. You can blame me. You got to get lucky and get an AFC East, AFC South, which is how many people? Gonzalez, Marino, Garrett Wilson, Pittman. It's a good, decent amount of chances there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 5, but better than the other, I think, or about the same, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, of course, Thomas. No problem. I'll always talk trades, guys. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does. I think we need a little bit of help here. Let's see where we're at, though. Probably 12 to 15-ish so far. Yager, number 1 spot, going to Jason. Rice, number 2 spot, Jerry. Jerry's eating rice. For Greg, spot 3, Bill S. with Urlacher. Spot 4 is Shaq for Larry. Spot 5, Bird for Mark. Spot 6 is Dan the Man Marino for Udingus. Number 7, Chucky, John Gruden for Brian. Number 8, Dreisaitl, Mr. Germany. Leon, where are you? Right here. Spot 8 for Brett. Gotcha. Spot 9 is KG. Jonathan, are they going to let you run your lines now? Is that what that part is, like, kind of verifying that they want you to run stuff in their room? I'll always, if you guys want to tag me for vouchers places, sometimes people know me, sometimes they don't, but I'm always willing to help you guys. But that's my guess, is they're just trying to make it safe and not let someone come in and screw people out of money, maybe. Yunt going to Bill. A lot of times they could just like research themselves and see who's legit or not, but they're too lazy to do it. Marino's gone, Greg. Sorry. Aginla is number 11. Aginla going to Jake. 12 is Jamar Chase for Greg. 13, Urlacher is gone. Sorry. 13, Kane for Brian. 14 is Walt Frazier. Whoops. For Craig. 15 is JSN. For Scorching. Gotcha. 16, Steve Smith Sr., not Steve Young. For Greg. Gotcha, Greg. 17 is Donovan Mitchell. Wrong sport, Al. I don't know what it was, but I watch less basketball now than I watch Jazz games, but I don't watch as many like Thursday night games and stuff like I used to. I didn't realize that the Cavs didn't have Colin Sexton anymore. He's on Chicago now. What gives with that, Ray? What, he just was only there for a year or two after our trade. 18, Mikko Rantanen. Larry gotcha. 19 is Max Scherzer. You're still not approved. Oh man. I mean, I get it, but oh, whoops! I never copied that part over. It's all right. A little lopsided, but it's the same thing. It's not as pretty. One spot left to close this, guys. I'll show pictures in a second if we need to. Appreciate you guys jumping in on this. Again, guys, tomorrow we'll do some more jerseys. I'll add 4 tonight, tomorrow morning. And then we'll do Fire Factory as well, and we'll break them over the weekend. One maybe by the waterfall again, and one virtually. So maybe I'll have my wife do the break. Make it more fun. She wouldn't agree to do that, though. Dustin, I got you. Mike Evans. We are closed. There should only be 2 randoms after the 40, so let's run those now. The last 2 names will be $10 solos. Thanks for jumping in, guys. On the 7th row, claim them one at a time for $10 a piece if you're interested. I'll read them off once I see them here. 5, 6, and 7. Solos are Bucky Dent and Grant Fuhr. Yankees and Oilers. Yankees and Oilers. Okay, Evans. Fuhr, we do the 1-letter rule there. I guess both of you are off by a letter anyways. Greg, I've got you with Fuhr. And Dent going to Larry V. Okay, let me read these off, see if anybody has any discounts. You guys can try to trade sell, and I'll help you do that, and then we'll roll here. Just under the 2-hour mark again, so we're right on schedule. Great. Jason, Yager, Canseco, Lindros, Greg, you have Rice, Kopitar, Reinhardt, Bill, Urlacher, Matsui, Durant, Larry V, O'Neill, Young, and Herbert. Mark, you have Bird, DeGrom, Boggs, Udingus, you have Marino, Eichel, and Christian Gonzalez. Brian, John Gruden, Jerome Bettis, Jake Gensel, Brett, Draisaitl, Bowers, and Henry. Jonathan S., KG, Starks, and Joe Thornton. Look, you got Starks, Jonathan. They're given to you on a random this time. It's not too bad. Bill S., Yunt, Weber, and Adebayo, Jake, Aginla, Jeffrey, and McKinnon. Greg, Chase, Stammer, and Howard. Brian W., Kane, Wilkins, and Fedorov. Craig, you have Frazier, Woodson, and Metcalf. Scorching, you have JSN, Chipper Jones, and Andrew McCutcheon. Greg, you have Steve Smith, Jeff Bagwell, Jordan Love. Scorching, Mitchell, Wilson. I said Mitchell. Mitchell, Wilson, and Vince Carter. Larry V, Rantanen, Nico Collins, and Giannis. Bill S., you have Scherzer, Karl Malone, and Josh Morrissey. Dustin, Evans, Pittman, and Beckham. Dustin, that's a $3 off spot, the final one. So only pay whatever that is, 27. Greg has Fuhr, Larry has Dent. Let me go up and see here. Buy McKinnon if for sale, Jake. Did Jake respond? Which Jake has McKinnon? Jake G has McKinnon. If you want to sell him, Jake, let him know. Greg, sell Bagwell. Keep Bagwell. Sorry, Nick, Eric. Destroyed Man for trade or sell. Who's the Destroyed Man? Canseco. Man, I almost bought a Canseco today thinking I haven't seen him in a while, and I have him in the series. I need to get my brain checked. Mark DeGrom for sale. Mark is DeGrom for sale. I'm like, that's not his name. Mark M, if you want to sell Jake DeGrom, let Eric know. Mark has not responded yet. I'll come back and look. Keep Bagwell. Reinhardt for sale, Greg. Keep Reinhardt. Thornton is for sale. Joe Thornton. Thornton for sale. Nick's going to buy Thornton. I thought you might. Young, Herbert, Collins, Giannis for sale. Okay, Young, Herbert, Collins, and Giannis for sale. I'll take Giannis. Buy Herbert. Says Jason. Would prefer to trade the McKinnon. Okay, sold Nick, thank you. Yours, Jason. Craig, buy Woodson. Craig, do you want to sell Rod Woodson? Already have one. Yep, my Stamkos claim not go through. Uh-oh. I even thought he doesn't have Stamkos. Oh, did I skip it? I skipped it, Brian. Here's the deal with Stammer. I skipped it. I have that same jersey in my PC. If it hits, I'll make it right. I'm not going to rerun the randoms and stuff. Normally, I'd say when you want to give him Stammer and you get $10 off, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's my fault. It's right there. Iginla, Stamkos, Chase, Urlacher, Kane. I missed the one right in between. My fault on that one, Brian. If Greg wants to sell and you want to buy it for 10, you guys split the spot, we can do that. If he doesn't, I'm never going to pressure anyone to sell. And I have one as well if we need to make something work. So that is my fault. Okay, let me go back up. I literally was going to say in the middle, Stammer, when I read him as a random, I'm like, oh, you didn't claim him? And I didn't say it. I should have said it. Did Mark ever respond about DeGrom? I will keep. Okay. Keep Bagwell, Reinhardt, blah, 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 blah. By Thornton, I'll take Giannis by. I would prefer sold Nick. Here's already have a Craig by Woodson, my Stamkos. Yep, it was there. I just missed it. Thanks, Larry. Loved him and Big Mac. They played double ball here now. Bounce on Horse them too. Yeah. Larry, I will buy Young. Larry's going to buy Steve Young, or Eric's going to buy Steve Young. Gotcha, Eric. And you're paid on that with your credit, but you already know that. Yours, Eric. Good luck. I see Stamkos. Yep. I messed it up. It's all good. Too far. Brian, is Fedorov for sale? Brian, you want to sell Fedorov or are you holding? Canseco for trade or sell? Yep, I got it up here marked. Is Eichel for sale, you dingus? Eric, let us know if Jack Eichel's up for sale. Craig's going to keep Woodson. Look at me go. Brian says, yeah, sell. That was, which one? Fedorov? Who asked for it? James buying Fedorov. Let me put it over here. Yeah, that's Greg, I don't even want to make you sell it, man. That's just my fault. It's not your issue to fix either. So if you're good selling it and you really are okay with that, we can do that. If not, like I said, I have an extra one, and it can even be if you sell it to him and something and it hits, and I can find something for you. That's my mistake. So that's not Greg buying it. That's James taking Fedorov. Sell to him. Okay. Stammer's going to go to you, Brian. What I'll do is I'll put it just in red and mark it as paid as my mistake. So I'm going to pay for that one. And then, Greg, you just pay for 20 out of 30 on that one. That's my fault. Okay, Nico Collins, Jose Canseco are two that are available to buy still. Everything else I think we've had answered. Keeping Eichel, selling on Stammer, keep Woodson. Thank you, good sirs. Yeah, that's. You can direct the hate mail to me, guys. I hate how it does this. No, I don't want to do a drop-down list. Bye, Jose. Jose Canseco. Going to Jonathan Gotcha. I don't know what color I haven't used yet. You're going to get like gold or something, or brown, whatever that is. No hate ever. I'm not even talking about you guys. I'm just saying general. Unfortunately, the no hate ever isn't true. I'm surprised, and even sometimes in good heart, how many complaint messages I get. I've never done that to someone else. Maybe that's because I know what it's like to be on the breaker side of it too, but I know that there's no hate ever. That shouldn't say ever. I've had a few guys be really mad at me in the past. Those were fun for me. Okay, last one's Nico Collins. If anyone wants it, I'm going to start getting the bingo balls here. We'll open them up. Lots of buys and sells and trades. Like I always say, trade or sell at your own risk. Two numbers. Stuff too far away. Okay, first number is, put it close so you can see it, 165, 165. And 3. 3. Should be no hate. I'd give him up 100 out of 100 times, obviously claiming a mistake. Yep. No, and that's exactly why Greg's giving it up. I just don't want to be the one that makes you, because that's none of your guys' mistake. That's my mistake. But I appreciate when you guys are willing to help, which like Greg just did and a bunch of you guys do in the past. But I would never hold it against you if you didn't, because it's my issue, you know, my fault. I'll tell you though, it is a lot easier to be a decent human being than it is to be a non-decent human being. But a lot of people try to be the latter, which doesn't make sense to me. So, anyways, Greg, thank you for selling Stamkos. Brian, yours. I'm paying for it. Sorry, Greg. Sorry, Brian. It'll happen again. Hopefully, we catch it next time. That's my bad. Okay, last chance to buy Nico Collins on the Texans alternate. I've always liked that jersey. I don't think it's been claimed once, but yeah. I'll come back and look, but let me grab those two boxes. 3 and 165. Okay, Nico's staying with you, Larry. What are all these? Tag. Yeah. Macklin Celebrini. I get it. Sure, 5 spots. Good luck to me. All right. 165.3, 165.3. Do 3 first, then 165. We'll add 4 in tomorrow. I'll kind of make a note tomorrow on how the weekend's going to look. And then we'll go from there. Just a little different, but the rest of the stuff should be semi-normal. So see color. Just don't know if I have one or two players from this team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I mean, I know the team. I'm just trying to think if I have more than one jersey. Looks like a Calgary Flame jersey to me. Do I have more than one Flame in the series? No, that's the one I was thinking. Man, this thing felt heavy, and this is a breakaway, I think. AJ's Sports World on the COA. Jarome Iginla. Iggy, what a great hit. AJ Sports, Jarome Iginla. And that was claimed. It's been claimed, at least it has been. Should verify my facts before it was claimed. Spot 11. Jake says, thanks, Jake. Yeah, Brett's been on the hitting side. Feels like you guys just go back and forth. Can't you just hit at the same time? I guess you got a shot here. Brett's in this one, isn't he? Jake, nice hit. I was talking to someone today, guys, about my license series in the hockey jerseys. I would challenge people. He's not as good at this. I would challenge people to do some research on some of the names I put in the series, the hockey jersey. I think for the price, the names that I add on the NHL side, even some the other sports as well, basketball, football, baseball. Sometimes we've had huge names in baseball. Sometimes I'm a little bit lower names in baseball, but still great names to chase. I think I get pretty dang close to about as good as names as I can add for the price we're paying for these. Tons of huge names. I look at our series and see names that are not as big and fun to chase, and maybe it's just my perspective, but do a little research on the jerseys. There's some really fun ones to chase in here. This is a breakaway, although it felt really heavy. Really nice hit. Iginla. I've got a few in my PCS. I didn't know that he played for the Kings. In case you guys don't know, which you probably don't, Nick here he runs a hockey series too. He's got a couple jerseys that I really want. I really want the Modano, the All-Star Modano. I've never seen one of those. And what's the other one that I'm chasing really hard? I can't remember. Jake, nice hit. Did you really, Nick? I didn't hear you say that. That's cool. Jake, nice hit. Again, hitting on that one. 165. I know one I'll be chasing soon, too, when you get the Dobish. Okay, 165. I see colors. I even made this comment thinking, well, I should make sure. 3, 2, 1. Pretty sure that's a congrats and a sorry jersey here. It definitely is. Holy moly. And that was like the last one bought too, I think. It was because Nico didn't sell. That is Jose Canseco. No joke. I was literally looking today and I'm like, that'd be a cool jersey. I almost bought it. And then as I'm reading the randoms today, I realized we already have one in the series. Nope, didn't want them. I know, Jason. Still, I always say trade, sell at your own risk because I hate it when it happens to you guys. Tiny little bag, but it fits nice in there. That was a solo bought by Jonathan R. Jonathan hitting the Canseco. I'll be Jose Canseco. You can be Nomar Garciaparra. Name that movie, please. Someone name that movie. Did you see that, Audrey? He struck the child. Jose Canseco. A's Majestic. I did not buy another one. So this is all I have for now. Cooperstown Collection. Liar, liar. Thank you. I need to rewatch that show. Right number, wrong player. Who'd you have for a 33, Mark? Oh, Larry Bird. It's the right color, too. Right number, right color, wrong name. Sheesh. Congrats, guys. Sorry to those that didn't hit. I wish we could do like a 10 boxer. I guess we could, but then if you don't hit on that, you're even more angry or upset. I don't know how I folded that one perfectly the first time. I will try to fix it later. Jonathan, nice hit. Jake, great hit too with the Iginla. That was once a part of my PC, and then I hit him again, so I had 2 of them. Anyways, guys, congrats. Look for stuff tomorrow if you're interested in joining the weekend breaks. We only do 2, and they kind of slowly fill up through the first couple days, and then we break it on Friday, Saturday. I'll be gone, but I'll bring a Fire Factory with me, most likely. Even though I'm just now realizing it's probably going to be raining and I have an open truck bed, I'll figure that out. And then jerseys will likely be like a virtual winner, like a winner's choice type thing, but the 3 top names will win is what we'll likely do. I don't want to skip it just because I can't open them live. It's my favorite break of the week, almost my favorite. Played my Hawks first back in the nice one. Yeah, it's a cool one. Really, Jason? So you got like beef with him? That's like my story with John Stockton. You know, I love John Stockton. I went up and asked him for an autograph at Kennecott Copper Mine, on the west side of the valley here, and he was rude to all of us. We were in Boy Scouts, and I'm like, oh, that's not very nice. You're supposed to be my hero. Yeah, thanks, guys. Congrats to those that hit. Sorry to those that had a rough night. I know you know how it is, but still. Let's do a quick recap. We had Mike Trout on the ball. Started off with a bang tonight. We kept it going with Gordie Howe and then got Dakota Joshua. Great hits there. Rodman on the jersey. Helmets from Fire Factory. Love the authentic Wolverine 1936 throwback is what it is. DJ Moore for the Bears. Aaron Donald on a 4.0. Love that too. The rest is Big L's. Jerome Iginla, Jose Canseco. Helmets were LeGarrette Blunt, Haloti Ngata, Tim Brown, DeAndre Hopkins. Scripted out Wilbert Montgomery. Kyron Williams Chrome. I might never see another Kyron Williams Chrome. Tony Dungy, Super Bowl XLI Champs inscription on the VSR4. Great hits. Congrats to those that hit. Sorry to those that did not. Big Mac did it, no problem, I bet. Yeah. You're my hero, Mikey. If you're still working, you send me a cheese fry this way, that'd be great. My beef with Shawn Michaels as a kid. Mine was John Stockton. It's just stories of him signing outside the arena and pouring rain before games. The staff would have come out and get him to play. Really, Iginla? That's cool. I have him on a Kings jersey and a couple on some Flames jerseys. It's Wednesday, Mike. Oh, that's right. You're not working today. You're one day you're not working. All right, I'll pop in. I'll let your voice soothe me and watch you die every 10 seconds. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. We'll see you this weekend for a short stream, most likely, and then back to normal on Monday. Have a great week, guys. Thanks.